So you say Venezuela, foreign policy. Harry Enten says Trump's approval rating on foreign policy has skyrocketed.
Yes.
What do you mean it's skyrocketed? Yeah, it's skyrocketed. And this is CNN talking about this? Yes. Watch this, folks, on Harry Enten talking about Trump's foreign policy. Go ahead, Rob.
This is one of the areas in which Donald Trump is performing significantly better than he was in term one. One of his best issues relative to term one. What are we talking about? Approve of Trump on foreign policy at this point in term one. Look, Donald Trump was just at a 35% approval rating. Up like a rocket. We're talking about 43% now. That's an 8-point rise. On the net approval rating, we're talking about a double-digit rise. The American people like much more of what they're seeing from Donald Trump in foreign policy in term two than they did in term number one.
So often presidents in their second term, usually later in their second term, frankly, will turn to foreign policy. So how does President Trump compare to past presidents in their second term?
You know, this to me is one of the most interesting data points, because normally when we look at these data points, we see that Trump is doing worse than other presidents. But on this one, he is doing significantly better, because take a look here. All right, 21st century foreign policy approval rating at this point in term two. George W. Bush was down at 36%. Barack Obama was at 37%. Look at this. Donald Trump actually leads the pack at 43%. Donald Trump has a higher foreign policy approval rating at this point in a second term than any other president who served their entire second term in the 21st century. This is something I think Donald Trump really likes to look at, because the bottom line is this: presidents like to build their legacies off of foreign policy, and at this particular point, the American people like much more of what Donald Trump's doing on foreign policy than either of the two other 21st century presidents who served at
He
least
beat the cousins.
served two terms.
And they gave Obama a freaking Nobel
frame.
Prize for making a speech in Germany.
You can pause. By the way, how is Harry Enten? He seems like a chill guy. Is he a chill guy?
Well, let me tell you the truth about Harry. He's the man. Like, Harry Enten knows more about political polling than anybody I know. He is one of the best TV guys that we or anybody else has, and he is funny as all get out. He is entertaining. Like, this is what you should be doing on cable TV. What Harry Enten does, he's one of the best things we got.
That's
going.
good. That's
Chill guy.
the impression I got from him. I'm glad you're saying this.
Amazing.
So when you see this, what's the moral authority? These guys have to come out and say, hey, you shouldn't listen to the president. You don't have to. You must not follow the orders, all this stuff. This tells a different story. How do they react to this knowing they don't have moral authority?
Well, I think what they're doing is trying to destabilize one of the best parts of the Trump presidency, which is that he has been the best foreign policy president in the modern era. I mean, he's solved 8 wars. He might be on the brink of solving Russia-Ukraine soon. He got the hostages back from the terrorists in Gaza. They were in the White House last night. And so despite all these jackals trying to drag him down, the guy out here is creating peace. I'll tell you this, in researching my book, talking to him, the man hates war. He hates the prospect and concept of people dying for no reason. He hates it. He does not think of war and peace. He thinks of peace and war. And it's peace first, and then engage if you have to second. That's the way he thinks of it. And that's what the American people want him to do. And he's doing it, and they like it. And so the Democrats have got to drag him down.
When you see numbers like this,
it's good.
It is so hard, Vinny, to argue it, right? When you see the president being at 43%. Adam, your thoughts on the story?
So here's the only analogy I can give to what's happening with Trump. Trump is Michael Jordan. He is Tom Brady. He's the GOAT. I mean, in our lifetime, has there been a more effective president? When I was younger, I wasn't an MJ guy. I was an Isaiah Thomas guy, okay? And I would, with passion, root against MJ, with passion. And then it came to the realization, oh, this is the guy. They beat the Pistons, they beat the Lakers, they beat the Celtics, they beat everybody out there. And then at some point you have to realize, wow, I was wrong about Jordan. And then you realize I'm watching greatness. That's Trump. And all they still want to do is say Obama's the man or Biden's great. This is what, and all they want to do is point out the negatives. It's like talking about MJ and being like, yeah, but you know he played baseball, not so good, and you know it was a gambling problem. It's like, can we talk about all the wins and the championships and all the great he's done? Because you're making a living trying to basically bring down the GOAT. And anyone who has common sense, shout out to the book, realizes, nah, guys, it's not going to work. As far as foreign policy goes, I think domestically we need to, affordability is sort of like the catch-all term these days. I think people want to understand what's going on with tariffs. But foreign policy, every single foreign autocrat, dictator, president-elect respects Donald Trump. And if they didn't, they better get in line now.
We have a Black Friday deal that's going on started early, 30% off of everything on the site except for a couple items. And we're doing a few unique things. And here's what it is. This mystery box, there's only a few of these mystery boxes left. Anybody that places an order on vtmerch.com above $500, the first 200, you're going to get a mystery box being sent to you with special items in it. But when you open it up, 10 of you are going to get a golden ticket. If you get this golden ticket and you scratch it, you get one of 10 items. One of them is $5,000 gift card to the merch store. One of them is a silver membership to our cigar lounge. One of them is 5 platinum tickets to the Vol Conference. One of them is a 15-minute call with Adam. One of them is a 15-minute call with Tom or Vinny or myself, $2,500 towards Manect, or to be in a skit with Vinny on VT Comedy. You would fly down here. You guys would literally be in a skit. You guys know Vinny runs a zoo here with a bunch of animals.
Incredible.
You would come and be in one of these skits with
Adam's
them.
one
Now,
of them. You could be a gibbon.
Second, we always get guys. Alan said he wants to be on the podcast so bad because he wants to face against this guy.
Loser.
Bunch of guys are messaging me, telling me they want to be on the podcast. So finally, we've never done this. We said, let's do something crazy, but there's a price for it. You spend over $2,000 on vtmerch.com. You can go buy the shoes. You can go buy the recording with all the classes. Everything right now is together on vtmerch.com. You spend over $2,000 on VT Merch. You will be in a drawing. One of you guys, we will draw from the people that purchase over $2,000. You'll fly in here. We'll go to dinner. We'll do Peabody Podcast Prep, and you'll sit exactly where Scott Jennings is sitting, and you'll do a podcast story with us, right? And we'll cover stories, and we'll ask you, what do you think? What do you think? So if you don't mind that kind of pressure, you want to have some fun with us, and you'll get a behind the stage, literally, on what happens here, go to vtmerch.com, place your order. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to see you very, very soon. This goes from November 17th till December 2nd. 99% of the items on vtmerch.com right now are 30% off. Go buy a bunch of products for your husband, for your wife, for your sons, for your kids. Christmas is around the corner. Do some early Christmas shopping. Save that money at vtmerch.com. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.